like he used to play it a lot more, months and months ago. He used to play Thatch an okay amount, but he's
Nala's saying
stopped
that
playing it
chat
recently.
told him to go Thatch, so he had to. And
Oh,
Lanz
of
immediately
course.
gets that down air into weapon toss. Doesn't get any follow up, and but Nala has not got any damage. He has Lanz playing to win here on this Lanz. He's tossing the weapon. Nair comes out, multiple Nairs. NalaCat, however, finds a Nair of his own, tries to go for the recovery, and Lanz continue to take the lead. No, Nala finds a side air and actually evens it up pretty quickly.
The fun facts about Lanz and Effie.
Oh,
Both of those are two players that people probably haven't heard of too much about. They don't play in too many tournaments, but what they do is they practice constantly with top tiers, like with Brynn and those guys. Like he's a part of their play group, and so it doesn't really surprise me to see him just completely performing amazingly. Like he's clearly on his game today, but Nala's putting on a really good. Oh, okay.
Nala
Nala's
doing
gonna
one of
tank
the
that.
best things that you can do against Lance recovery. So that's another reason why people don't like Lance recovery. You can get hit by it to stop it from hitting the wall, and then they'll just fall to their death if the dodge is already on it. Nala evens it up pretty quickly there, or Lance rather, but still a very creative option if you know that you're not going to die from the impact of the Lance.
He almost died though. He was like really close to dying to it. If it wasn't so low on Thunder Guard.
Oh, he definitely would have been killed at the top of the map. He had to bounce up a few walls to save his stock there. Nala gets burned by that delay.
This is crazy. So Lanz is doing down throw, and if they spot dodges, he picks up into down light. But if they don't spot dodge, he just falls down and does a neutral light with unarmed. So how do you play against that? That's crazy.
Well, Nala's trying to show a little bit about how to play against this. He finds a few down there. He's playing really jump heavy, so he has to use multiple jumps to be able to get around Lance's game as he finds the side air. Lance putting up that side sig. NalaCat tries to hit him with the signature, and that does not work. Side air will end Nala's stock, and Lance not at the same amount of kill percent as he was previously, and actually takes the lead. NalaCat tries to go in for the recovery. Weapon toss comes out, picks the hammer up right away. Hammer in hand, tries to go in for that neutral light. Doesn't work out. Weapon toss goes a little bit high, moves out of the way of that bomb, but Nala can't find a weapon.
Yeah.
Only bombs are spawning. What? That's 3 bombs.
Still
Oh,
bombs.
jeez.
Hey, but bombs are enough, man. Nala getting the kill.
Lance, why would you do that to yourself? Nala evens it up again. Sidelight easily ends Lance's stock there, and Nala doesn't even get credit for that kill because it was Lance's own mine, and Lance angrily goes in for that double nair combo. Downlight comes out as well. NalaCat gets the recovery, drops the second hitbox, and Lance down airs him into the stage. NalaCat brought into the arm already, and the down sig will disarm him, puts him into the red. Lance waits for him to fall into another down sig. Bomb goes high. NalaCat's in danger of losing this last stock.
Lanz too, though, has a fair amount of damage on him, and this sword is definitely capable of killing extra early. Lanz is fishing for a kill. I'm not quite finding anything, but Nala just makes it too easy when he does that.
Lance
He doesn't
actually misses
find
that
a kill.
ground pound opportunity, and a sidelight comes out from Nala, puts Lance deeper into the yellow, nearly into the orange. Weapon toss comes out. NalaCat waiting patiently, trying not to get hit. Oh, the bomb.
No. Fairly close first game, but Lanz definitely had the lead for a majority of it. Finishes with 150 more damage dealt. Pretty good. Nala actually dealing not a lot of damage. No, never mind, that's just one bomb.
Nala switches it up to Scarlet. Well, you gotta consider that 2 of Nala's kills, one was just getting hit by the Lance recovery, and the other one was kicking Lance into his own bomb. So he didn't really even get credit for most of those. And
no, if you kick someone into a mine, you get credit for both pieces of damage.
oh, really? Even if it's the other person's mine? Okay, interesting. I wasn't sure if I saw the kill.
For the same way, like if you're in free-for-all and you kick someone into a mine that you didn't place, it still gives you the kill. You know what I mean? It uses that same sort of algorithm or whatever to decide who gets the damage of whatever. So Nala cannot decide who to play. Picking all the characters.
Yeah, he hovered Scarlet for a little bit. Lance said, Nala, please. Nala gives up a question mark, and they both laughed in unison. Because they definitely know that Nala Scarlet's not on the same level as Lanz, not to belittle as Scarlet anyway. And Nala switching over to Brynn, which is something I see him a little bit more on commonly. And we're going to be going into game 2 here on Shipwreck.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, so in we go.
Ooh,
Ooh.
bombs are exchanged.
Ooh.
Wow, catches the bomb, multiple bombs. Those are the first two things that spawned,
But
and neither
nothing
one connects.
connects. Yeah.
Like a little catch there, and NalaCat hits it with the end light into Cider. Nair comes out even through the weapon toss, and Nala actually gets a decent lead here in this first.
Oh
stop.
yeah, axe is a weapon, isn't it? We haven't seen any axe today.
We have not. NalaCat is definitely a nice user of that axe, very consistent with the sidelight Nair Dare combos. It's the first person we saw use it a lot, I think, in an EU tournament. And Lance putting out some Nairs of his own, but he's getting whacked around by Nala's axe here as Lance is hit by that down air, and he's being put towards kill percent. NalaCat tries to go in for another side air, doesn't work out. Lance gets that end light weapon toss and light combo, and he's doing a good job of stabilizing here as he just tosses multiple. Nala really wants to get it down here, but it's not working. Wow, Lance reminiscent of Aiden Pierce from the GC Invitational last weekend, tossing two weapons over his head constantly, and gets a nice sidelight to be able to stop Nala from getting in. Dodges through the down stick, multiple down sticks put out, but Lance was able to come back rather well after that nice lead that Nala had at the beginning of the stop. What? Did you see that?
Double weapon hit, yeah.
That was so.
And the neutral sig finishes it off.
Nala just spat. Oh, okay. Anyways, interesting hit coming out from Lance here as he's able to take a lead.
Side air, doesn't quite finish it. Lands. Staying alive, trying to get a throw combo. He wants some damage to show for this lead, but he's just going to end up tanking that and dying.
Nala definitely knows how to guard against Lance recovery that we have seen today, as he's gotten two of those hits off in a row, and Lance, hammer in hand, tries to go for the side air. Nala tries to go for a Nair of his own, and Lance is just playing a little bit weapon toss heavy now, as he has the hammer. Doesn't like to use that for too many regular hammer combos. As Nala gets a nice satellite side air. Lance, weapon toss, no follow up, side air connects. Both players trading rather evenly, but Nala's trying to take the lead. And like connects, puts him in the orange. Has a Lance now. What's he gonna do? Weapon toss recovery.
Lance still finding these throw combos, and they're doing work, but the axe deals so much more damage than any throw combo you could hope to do.
Ooh, that down stick puts him in prime position to get a side air, but the end stick connects from Nala, and Lance goes for weapon toss, goes for the GC downline. I feel like that may have been a mistake.
No, he meant to do that. What you do is you go for a down weapon throw. It knocks them high enough to do a gravity cancel down light, which knocks them even higher up so that when you go for the recovery, it kills them. It's like really flashy, and it's sometimes optimal. Like right there, it probably would have killed Nala if it would have worked, but it's so hard to actually hit consistently.
Ooh,
and
now
Lance
Nala's
sort of
just
getting wrecked.
Yeah, now he's just beating Lance up. Death with his axe here. As Lance goes for a reverse recovery for some reason. Downer connects but hits him into the weapon. Lance.
He was to reposition, I believe.
Oh jeez.
Lanz, oh man. He had a decent lead too, and now he's in the red. About to get killed by a buff Brynn side sig.
Side air comes out, weapon toss as well. Lance just doesn't recover. What?
Oh, he gets
What?
it! He gets the kill! Doesn't matter.
That would have been awful if Nala was on his last stock. Jeez, like there was no reason to go down there. Okay. Well, Nala does it, takes game 2. And Lance looking to struggle a little bit against Nala's Brynn. I don't see him switching characters here. We just gotta see if he switches up his playstyle a little bit. Shipwreck being a little difficult for Lance to recover on. And we'll be able to see. I don't know. Lance had a solid lead that game, and was kind of thrown away as he went for some flashy stuff. It just resulted in him not only losing that stock, but then being put directly into orange, into just his death. And Thunderguard Stadium is definitely the map of choice from Lance here.
I wonder why.
He
Like,
won
what
on
does
it?
Thunderguard offer Scarlet? I mean, I know he won on it already, so that's...
He might just be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
If he really is in that play group, like you say, I know that players like their Brynn really enjoy playing at Thunderguard Stadium as well. Downlight, Nair comes out into another Nair from the Lance. Definitely different from the last match that we just watched, as Nala opened up with a crazy amount of damage. Lance now bringing Nala already in the orange, not even taking damage yet. Spirit Toss comes down, interrupts his Lance, but Lance gets a side air. Ooh, waits out Nala patiently, doesn't get the recovery, but still, that was great from Lance as he gets a weapon toss and recovery. Is he going to take a stock without taking damage?
Yeah, that was a perfect 25-second stock on Scarlet. Very reminiscent of the last game we watched on Lanz.
So,
Wow.
Lance goes in for that down stick. Down air comes out. Nair as well. Nala finally finds something. Side air and a
gets
dare. But Lanz is already ahead in damage on his second stock. Oh, it wasn't perfect. He got hit by a weapon. That's right.
He got hit by a
Nearly
weapon.
perfect.
He
Lanz.
took half a point of damage for it.
Ooh, Nair comes out. NalaCat has the axe in hand, but how is he going to get in against Lanz? Lanz has actually like created an impenetrable wall. Sidelight Cider comes out, and NalaCat gets a brings Lanz into the orange now. He's chasing him off stage. Recovery doesn't connect, however, in the down air. Ooh, and a weapon toss nearly puts Nala into kill percent. Lanz finds Nala underneath the stage, bumps his head on the stage, and the reverse end sig connects, but that's not going to kill, not yet.
Quick little read there. Lanz is still not dead. I mean, it's really hard to come back from a full stock deficit. Nala's gonna have to like, and it looks like Nala's tilted by the way he's standing around so much this game.
No, yeah, just waiting for Lanz to approach. Definitely not feeling as a Cider comes out. Lanz gets that recovery out of the ground pound. And,
no?
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Okay.
He had to dodge to be able to prevent himself from getting killed at the bottom of the map, and because of that, he had nothing to be able to get back onto the stage. And Lanz, 3 stocks to 1, being very dominant in the garden. Yeah, there it is. Nala standing around waiting for him to approach
Nala's
again.
feeling pretty pooped out, it looks like. Yeah, Lanz does this to you, man. He puts up this freaking what feels like an impenetrable lance wall, and it's just the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Nala does it. Gets the recovery at the top. But Lanz finds a sidelight Sair from Nala and onto Lanz, and Lanz tries to get into a weapon toss. Weapon toss is
That
great,
was
but
so
the end light
cool.
does.
So he like down throws diagonally, so that if he tries to get approached on, the weapon hits. But then he instant pick up neutral light because he still has the momentum to pick it back up afterwards. That was so cool.
Siders comes out. Nair from Nala as well, but a Nair from Lanz puts him into the orange. Lanz dodges into a nice end light from Nala, and Nala gets a sidelight follow-up. It goes to the ground pound. Lanz waits it out. Oh no, weapon toss. Puts Nala underneath the stage into a ground pound.
Wow.
That might be it.
It looked like the weapon exploded down there. Lanz takes the 2 stock. Just completely dominating.